One test and tune is all it took to blow up the clutch in Big Red. Dave, upset as he was, decided that he would give the guys at Armstrong Automotive a call. Speaking to them, he was going to just get a new clutch port in, but then he decided that the bug had bitten him enough and it was time to put in a fully built Turbo 400. After waiting for the first box to arrive and it being stuck in Melbourne at the wharf, to then ordering a box from Craig's Automotives, which told, then lost, to coming down to the wire with 3 days left, Travis from PJR coming in clutch, giving a gearbox to Dave to eventually take his when it arrived from Toll. 3 days is not a lot of time to do a swap, but the boys at Armstrong, they got it done, and that leads us to where we are today.
What's up, Overtakers? Here we are, we're with Dave from Overtaking Lane. How are you, Dave?
I'm going all right, mate. I'm going all right. I've made it.
Over at Overtaking Lane here, we heard you had a couple of stressful days, even a week probably, looking for a gearbox.
Look, honestly, it actually started weeks ago with the first gearbox, and it's continued on. It's been such a saga. It fought us all the way to the end. We had a lot of people help out. I'm sure everyone already knows all those people. A shout out to all the people that helped us out. But we're at the drags. You can hear it, right? Hey? We're at Willow Bank for day one of road trip, mate.
Are you nervous?
Not yet, but I've got to get up into the lanes yet. I'll probably be a little bit nervous up there with the new combo. We'll see how it goes. I know that it'll read a lot less horsepower on a dyno, but I can tell you it feels a hell of a lot quicker. So big difference, big difference. I'm about to put on my racing suit, mate. This is my racing suit. So you want to get yourself one of those and jump on the website.
Overtakinglane.com.au.
I've heard about that place. Or maybe it's like this no prep drag racing shirt. See, this one's pretty cool. Eh?
Yeah.
Maybe it's that one. What do you reckon?
Well, I reckon
on the
you
mission.
Get one.
You haven't
got yourself one yet.
No, I haven't.
So, but no, we're good to go. Everything seems fine with the car. It's just all down to me now, and my, I've got a lack of experience out there on the track. So this is my second time ever on the track. First time out at Warwick on the 8th, we got 819 was the best time we got, but that was after we burnt the clutch out. So, what did you get out there? What was your time?
819.
In the
About
Scala.
6 miles per hour quicker though.
Yeah. So 6 weeks later, after I did an 8819, you did an 8819 as your best time.
Yeah.
How uncanny is that? So crazy stuff, guys. But
I reckon you should get ready and
I better get out there.
let's start filming some drag action.
All right. Enjoy road trip. Really happy with that run. Hope you enjoyed it. But really was all up there and happening all of a sudden. So no time to muck around. Straight into it. Okay guys, we got a 8023 and a 1.8 in the 60. So 1.8 in the 60 is hell of a lot quicker than we've got before. So great improvement.
With that was the end of day one of road trip for us. Dave handed in his best time of an 8023, which was the first run of the day that he did. Ended up being his best run. And then we packed up our camp, got everything ready, and set off to Warwick. And with that, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you head down below, hit subscribe, hit the bell to get notified, hit like as well, drop us a comment, and head on over to overtakinglane.com.au. Check out the raffle, the new shirts, and all the binder gear and Schumacher stuff that you can pick up on our site. Check it out, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Stick in that right lane.
What's up, Overtakers? We're on our way for our first episode of What's in Your Shed.
Yeah, we're cruising in the HJ. It's good to be back on the road in the HJ. I don't know whether you'll see this before or after we finish off the interior. I don't know. Might be some secret squirrel stuff in the background. But yeah, we're going to go and visit Chris from Schumacher, the MD of Schumacher Asia Pacific. So we're going to check out his shed.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Oh, let's do it.
Chris, we're sitting here today, mate, in the middle of an amazing shed. But I got to come out here today, and Tyler's here hiding behind the camera there, of course, with us. But we got to come out and have a look because we met you through Superformance, and
Yep.
then we've been talking about your products, Schumacher products, and I've been obviously using a few of these products at home.
Trying them out. Yep.
Yeah, and it's I got to say I've learnt a heck of a lot when it comes to the difference in what there is in a battery charger. I thought I could just walk into any shop and pick up the cheapest one in there and that'll do. But when you actually realise that could be costing me more money in frying a battery or whatever, there's a lot to these things, right?
Yeah. Well, firstly, you're the first Holden guys to be in the shed ever. So
that's a big call.
very strictly a Ford domain, so glad to let you in. But yeah, Schumacher products are leading edge, market leading products with technology. Battery maintenance is not just a very simple thing that people assume. So yeah, there's products out there that aren't great, and people use them and think they're doing the right thing, and they've done the right thing, gone out and bought something to try and look after their battery, and it ends up killing their battery. So you've got to be careful with what you buy and what you select, and Schumacher products are good quality, otherwise I wouldn't be working for them. And yeah, and as you've found out, they do what they're meant to do. So
And I find myself telling everybody now about, coming up in conversation on, things like differences between a trickle charger and a maintainer. And, actually 2 days ago I was having a conversation about, why don't all battery chargers have a hook on them? You would know that one well. So
yeah, it's funny, people go and buy trickle chargers, which are basically constant current, and a constant current device hooked up to a battery can dry the battery out and kill the battery. And I was talking to a guy at Superformance, Christian, that does the drawing, and he's telling me about his Harley, how he went into his shed and the rotten egg smell, battery was red hot, and it was just a cheap little trickle charger. And at the end of the day, that's bad technology. It's smaller batteries get overheat and they get cooked, and even expensive battery like what's in your car, with the Optima.
Yeah.
You don't want to have them having current running through them all the time constantly, because it can kill them. I mean, those batteries are $300+, and you've got to be careful what you put on there. So with our battery chargers, the maintainers are slightly different. They go through a charge cycle, complete the charge cycle correctly, make sure the battery's fully charged, and then in the background they turn off.
Yep.
And then they sit there for 12 hours. The lights are still on, so you can see that it's still ready to go. And yeah, 12 hours later they check if there's been any load or any voltage drop out of the battery, they'll do another cycle, and it just does the same thing. So it maintains the battery by checking and charging every 12 hours if needed, which is a lot better than a trickle charger. So it's something that everyone should understand.
And I'm using a 3 amp battery maintainer now at home, and of course you've got one sitting here, in front of us on the F truck. So
Yeah, well, the truck's got a lot of compression. It's a big motor and 406 cubes, and it's fuel injected, and it's got an ECU there that has some sensors that chatter away even when the key's out of the ignition. Something I could fix by putting an isolator on there, but for me, it's got 2 batteries. It's a big motor and it's hard to crank, so it's got 2 batteries in there, and I just leave the 3 amp, the same one, on there. It's my favourite charger out of our whole range, and the truck just lives on a 3 amp maintainer, and every time you want to use it, away you go. So,
and I was actually surprised at how cheap they are too. So
Yeah.
because after you go through everything, I thought, this is going to be an expensive bit of gear, and like you actually gave me one to try out.
Yeah.
And I was using
Full
that
disclosure, you have free samples. Full disclosure.
Yeah, full disclosure. And I was using that before I knew the price, and I expected it to be a lot more expensive. So, but and as well, there's videos out now. You can pick one of those up for $89. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
They're not
That might change as of this date.
No, the prices are pretty competitive. I mean, in the past, some of the bigger brand names in Australia, you'd pay nearly $200 for the same thing.
Yeah.
But Schumacher is the world's biggest battery charger company, and we've got the volume that we put through for the North American market. So a lot of our components and a lot of the manufacturing is a lot cheaper because we make tens of thousands of pieces at a time. So the price is very competitive for our products. So worth checking out.
Well, I'm going to talk a little bit more about even your own history and what you do with Schumacher, but we've got to have a look at this truck. So we've got the guys probably we've mentioned it, so we've got to throw some shots of that up there. Now you've got various projects in the shed, but
I've got 4 projects.
This one's been done for a while.
Yeah, it's about 10 years. So I wanted a pickup truck, particularly an F100, from when I was a little kid, and I've travelled to the States quite a lot over my work career, and I was dealing with a company in Texas called Interstate Batteries. So I was flying backwards and forwards to Texas a couple of times a year, and had some friends over there, and decided I wanted an F truck, and was drinking some rum one night and looking on the internet, and this cheap truck came up, a couple of $1,000, and it just happened to be in a suburb near one of the guys I developed a relationship with in Dallas, and a suburb called Louisville. So he went round and had a look at it for me, had me on the phone. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I was drunk and he was sober, and he told me it was a good deal, and I bought the truck. Yeah. So.
Yeah, there you go. $2,000, and you would not. I've got to see what it was at $2,000 because it's not a $2,000 truck now.
I'll send you some pictures. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible. It had been painted and stuff, but so as I've talked to you before about the truck, there were some stories though.
It's a good story.
Yeah. So with importing vehicles to Australia, you've got to get an import approval. So that process can take 35, 40, 45 days, something like that. So I got him to store it, and I was buying wheels and tyres and some Edelbrock heads and a few other bits and pieces, and sending them to him. And when I got the import approval, I put it on the back of a truck and shipped it. And
all the bits inside.
Yeah, he shoved them all behind the seat and did all that sort of stuff for me. He was a good guy. He fitted the wheels and tyres for me. And halfway across the desert in Arizona, the car carrier caught fire. The axle bearing went in the trailer, and the whole trailer caught fire. So I was at work, and the insurance, because I'd insured it, I did something right, I insured it, and the insurance company phoned to tell me that the truck had been in fire, and I just laughed. I thought it was hilarious because it was probably the dumbest thing I've ever done, buying this truck when I was drunk. But
and it was insured, so you were going to get your money back. You thought,
Well, I insured it for sort of like an agreed value deal, so I insured it for more than I was into it for, and I kind of made money out of that, and I thought it was pretty hilarious. And the insurance guy told me that's the first time that ever happened to him in his career. And but yeah, so then I got paid out, and then I had an opportunity. They phoned me up and said you can buy it back under a salvage title for $1,000, and I said, I might as well do that. It wasn't terribly damaged. The tail lights had melted out of it. All the tub was burnt, but the front was fine, and the engine was fine, and the cab was fine. So I bought it back for $1,000 and arranged for them to reship it, and then it went missing. It had actually been stolen.
So it's burnt down, then stolen.
So anyway, we
it wasn't a second lot of insurance, though.
No. So I don't. At that point, I had a $1,000 salvage title for a truck that didn't exist. And anyway, it showed up. It was actually in the salvage yard. The guy wanted the motor and bits and pieces out of it, so he shoved it down the back and was trying to hide it. But anyway, we found out it was there, and we actually went and got it and then shipped it to LA and then shipped it home. And by the time we got it here, it really cost me nothing. And I had this F100.
I don't think it was that easy. Like, you made it sound easy how he got that.
Yeah, no, there was a lot more to it. But the whole transaction took nearly 2 years. So it was cursed. The truck was cursed. But when I got it here, I was pretty excited. I had the truck of my dreams, really, which was a rusty old F100 that had a big block and a 4-speed, and that was kind of what I wanted. But in the end, I probably got a big excited and stripped it down, every last nut and bolt, and pulled it apart, and then took about 4 years. Oh, it was about 3.5 years to do what I wanted. So I bored the motor out, put the aluminium heads and manifold on it, put Holley injection on it, end up putting a 6-speed Tremec behind it, and then full back to bare metal paint. And there was a fair bit of warpage in the tub, so I had to try and get all that out. And just probably went a bit overboard, but I love it. It's a good truck. So.
Now, how does that power? That big block with the Tremec, it's got a bit of go?
Yeah, it's 525 horsepower.
Yeah.
And it gets up in boogies. Like, it's got massive amount of torque. You can be in the wrong gear and still race. Like, it's just ridiculous. I've never taken down drag strip. It's got big, long leaf springs in the back, and at axle tramps really bad.
Yeah.
So it doesn't like to do burnouts and take off on the line. It's but it steers. It sits on the road. You can drive it with one finger. It doesn't follow the contour of the road or anything. It steers really well. But if you want to bend a 6-speed, you put in the right gear and punch it. The thing lights up and away it goes. So but it is a big heavy truck, and but it's a lot of fun. Got really good brakes on the front. It's got race brakes on the front, and
And now maybe some plans to change it up. It's been like this for a while, and
I'm a bit bored with it, which is what happens. And I was talking to Todd at Superformance the other day, and he's pretty keen to put a Superformance front end under it, which is what I want. I've lowered it and done everything the wrong way just to get it down low. It really needs an aftermarket front end put in there, and Todd does some really good work in that space.
They put a lot of R&D into those front ends.
Yeah, and he's done the earlier model truck and he's done the later model truck, but he hasn't done this truck. So I'm going to get Superformance to do the front end. Like, I try and do everything myself. I do engines and gearboxes and diffs and wiring and paint and rust and all that myself. And I like, the shed's here for a reason, but there's some things that I just don't have the time and knowledge to do, and Todd does. And I like Todd. He's a really good guy. So Todd and Grant. So Todd's going to put the front end in it. And I thought, well, while I'm doing that, I might change the motor out. I'm actually going to put that motor in my Galaxy.
Yep.
I want to keep the original motor out of the Galaxy there, but I'll put the racing motor in the Galaxy. And then I'm going to put a Coyote in the truck. So,
and if we have a look around the shed, there's a few projects going on. So as we talk about this could be another project. We're going to change this up, but you've already got. We've got 1, 2, 3. There's four projects going on.
Yeah. So I've got my car, which is the Galaxy, which is I work for Stone Brothers and Jimmy Stone. We used to have smoko with Jimmy, and Jimmy used to talk about 63.5 Galaxies and show me pictures, and I fell in love with those, and I really wanted one. So I went to States and bought one, and so I got that. That's for me.
There's another story in that, which we'll do on another day when you finish it.
I've got lots of stories, but the Galaxy, it's kind of a classic story too. So, but anyway, it's a big block 4-speed car as well. So I don't want to put a Coyote in it and wreck it. It's a pretty desirable car. So I'll just take the truck motor, which is hot rodded, and put it in that, and keep the original standard motor.
Yep.
And then I've got my son. He's got a 65 XP wagon, and we're doing that.
Overtaking. What's up, everyone?
Hey, here we are. And I'm in a good mood tonight, I gotta say. Hey,
Yeah.
Thursday night, here we are. OTL live.
Yep.
It's all happening.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to go.
We are ready to go.
I didn't really get an early start on anything. That's not why I'm in a good mood. I was working late today, but
We had everything set up already.
that helped. We didn't pack up last week.
Yeah.
That did help. I just jumped on the spirits. That helps me cheer me up as well. So, but here we are. I'm glad you're all here to tune in and say good day. And we're here for a live show, and we're going to
Let me do some good days, and if I miss you, I'm sorry.
We're going to talk some news. We're going to talk some car news. We're going to talk some random waffle.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to
watch my words there. Some random waffle is what we're going to talk, and the usual Thursday night thing. And hit that like button. Someone jumped in early, hit the dislike. I noticed that already. We're already onto us straight up. Just no, this is crap. But maybe you like it. So hit the thumbs up for us. And Tyler, say some g'days.
We've got Marf, James Bayless, Chris Young, Huggy,
regulars,
Nan, Dingus, Carnage, Johnny Skidpig, Trevor Smith,
every week, all our regulars.
Darcy, Bad Q Garage.
How good is it?
John Beard.
Ego boost.
Ooh.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That was good timing. Good timing, John. Thanks for the $2.
John.
Mad Cow Mark.
How does he type that in there so quickly?
He's got it copied on the clipboard.
He must do something. I don't know.
JRM, Rob.
G'day.
Rob's in the chat. They're heading out to Power Cruise this weekend with Gorn.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Diz in the chat. Brendan South. Paige. Mick Apps.
Addictive events.
Gary, Mr. Sparkplug.
Channel sponsor and all. G'day, guys. Did we get everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I believe so.
We might, if we
Mum,
missed you,
g'day, Mum.
we
Mum's in the chat.
apologise.
Beck.
It's good to see you all. It's good that it's Thursday because that means it's nearly the
Jason?
end of the week as well.
How you going, Jason? Watching
G'day
from Bundy.
G'day, mate. Excellent. Good to see you up north up there. Yeah, look, it's great to be back. It means it's Thursday night. It means we got one more day for work for some of us. Some may have to work the weekend, but for most of us, we get a weekend off. So it means one more day of work, and it's the end of the week. Nearly the end of the working week. So we can start our weekend, drink session, whatever we're doing.
Car cruises or
Get the car prepped. Get ready.
trying to work out what's wrong with cars. And
How's your week been?
yeah, look,
How's your week been?
well, I drove the Skyline to work yesterday.
Yeah, who's the idiot that drives his Skyline to work when it's a week of storms?
Well, I thought I was going to get out early, but I didn't. I ended up working right through till it was like 5 o'clock, 5:30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I left. I was leaving, and then it was like, all right, we'll go and you convinced me to go and park in a shopping centre.
I
didn't actually realise it was-
Sorry, Stephen. G'day, cuz. And
G'day.
just a shout out to Karen as well, who may be there with Steve. I know it's happy birthday. It's like, I don't know, cousin is getting so old now. Grandmother, look, I don't know. I got to give you a bit of flack because, wow, getting so old there, cuz Karen. I know you guys are out for dinner and watching. But happy birthday.
Adam Geary.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
That's
mate,
all right.
in the middle of your story.
Yeah, so I didn't realise how severe the storm was going to be. I thought it was just going to be some rain. And then you said hail. So I went and parked in a shopping centre, pulled up.
So don't risk it.
Went and sat down in the Madrabar village for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And walked back to the car, went to start it, nothing. Not even a click from the starter motor. So managed to... Not even when we tried to jump start it, nothing. Still
I
nothing.
did run down. I said, no worries. I'll bring the power pack. We'll Schumacher you back into gear. We've got the big hooah.
Yeah.
But you had nothing.
Yeah.
And you chucked the laptop on while you were sitting there waiting, and you
played around with some
messaged me.
stuff. Tried to do things, and just nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then we push started it.
You messaged me and you jumped on the Helltech. You knew your volts, right? You said it was 11 something.
It was like 11.7 or something when I tried to crank it.
You should be getting something.
Yeah.
Like that's not a dead. That you should at least try and wind over. There should be something.
Yeah.
Ego boost.
Sometimes I think, why don't I just join?
Mark.
Thanks for the $20, legend.
Mate, you are a legend. Thank you so much. What a legend.
Yeah, thought surely the jump started work. Didn't do anything. So
Same
it's obviously
problem.
some other issue.
Yep.
But we managed to get it going with a push start.
Push start it. Lucky it's a manual.
Yeah, got me home.
Yep.
Pulled it in the driveway at home, put it in the garage, and
And then I was mucking around with it today, checked the fuses. The fuses are all good.
You've been chatting to Robert JRM. You've been
Yep.
chatting to the Hoff.
Yep.
So there's plenty of knowledge there.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, so
still
still
no
nothing. So I'm going to borrow a test light off of you,
multimeter.
test light, and then see if the starter motor's even getting any voltage. Because maybe my immobilizer is working a little too well and just immobilizing it completely.
Maybe it's not kicking alarms, not turning off or something. Okay. Got to work it out.
Yeah.
Until then, you've got no go.
Yeah.
All right. We got any events coming up for the Skyline?
In November.
You got
That's
time?
the only one booked in.
You got time? Well, who knows what's in November? We might talk about that soon. Well, there is a private test day coming up that I did mention that now that we may have a weekend free, we could get out to. We'll talk about that. That could be a video. So, well, there's your week, eh? What have I got? Nothing. I just work from home, so haven't been anywhere, haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Just sit in my little office all day, every day. Other than go down and try and jumpstart you, that was the highlight of my week.
Yeah.
I don't get out much these days. Not anymore. The old... so it's funny that you could miss going to work, eh? Isn't it?
Yep.
So, but times have changed and, I don't know, it's good that I work from home as well, I guess, but then it's like a big thing when you go out of the house, out of the yard, step out of the yard for a while, like other than weekends. I guess that's a good thing for car events and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But so what have we got on this week? Well, Power Play's on this weekend. But
we won't be there.
we can't get there.
Weekend of birthdays.
We've social gatherings have taken over our life, and there has been some commitment to actually do other things than car events, which is disappointing because we've got the access to get out there and film at Power Play.
Yeah.
They've sent us some media access, so we could all we've got to do is pop out there, throw the vests on, get around, and we've got media access. And Power Play, Power Cruise are events that we do love to get to. And they're events that get good views too, right?
Yeah.
So, disappointing, but it's also there's life, right? Like, you do have to actually have life, and that's not disappointing to go out and have other...
Yeah.
Well, cars are our life too, aren't they? Does it feel weird that you know, it's like, oh, we've got to interact with actual social people and not just cars?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you've got one of your good mates you've got a birthday on.
Yep.
So I've got my sister-in-law, Sally's sister's birthday. So so we're going to go up there for that. 40th, I think. 40th, big one.
Yep.
So I'll be heading up to spend a weekend in Toowoomba, the T-Bar.
Yeah.
Who's that from up that way? I'm heading to Toowoomba for the weekend.
There you go. Got a few comments in the chat.
Yeah, what's happening in there?
Shane Sermon says solder failing on the back of the key barrel. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Talking about your car. Yep.
Dingus says starter motor feed wire tight. That could also be another thing. I'll check all these things over the next week. I'll start to slowly pull everything apart.
Shane, is that an R33 thing? The solder failing on the back of the key barrel?
Johnny says sometimes some cars do require the full 12 volts to crank. Yeah.
It would have had it. It had it when we
it would have had it. But then the other thing that's really weird is it started perfectly fine, not like literally half an hour before that.
Yep. Drove to the shopping centre,
Yeah.
parked it in the undercover parking,
Yeah.
and just nothing.
And then it was just, it just didn't turn back on after that. So
Starter motor feed wire tight. It looked fine. I got in there and give it a whack with the Tonya Harding. I thought that might fix it. That was the other thing. We tried the jump pack. No guy said maybe it's the starter. We give it a good whack with the Tonya Harding, with the hammer. And
Shane says R31, 33 and 34.
Okay. Common.
Maybe I'll check that out then.
There you go.
I have some
That's
spare time on Sunday, so.
That's a good tip. Well, see, it's worth talking about these things, right? When's the drags at Morgan Park finished? The drag strip out there says it is. Well, there's a fair bit to go.
Probably start of next year. Mick
Well,
says,
hopefully by November.
Mick says any lights on the dash? Yeah, all the lights on the dash. The radio turns on.
You got everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Yep. Until you turn.
Until I turn the key. Then it all turns off. Was it? Yeah.
But no click. Like, it's not like, it's not click, click, click or anything like that. So
it's just nothing. Just no noise.
We'll find out.
It's eerily quiet when you turn the key.
Interesting, because we've got an issue with the Honda Integra as well, which, look, I believe I know what the issue with the Honda Integra is. It's a bit of a Honda issue, and we're going to do a video on that. But it's got a problem where it doesn't start. It just, it's crank no start, so it's different. You've got no crank no start, so that's your fault. You've got no crank no start. I've got, with the Honda, crank no start. So that could be fuel, could be electrical, it could be a couple of different things because we're cranking. You can hear the engine cranking. But the Honda, I believe it's a, what's the name of the part?
It should do,
it's
Adam.
a starter module.
Should do.
There's a starter module. With a PayPal. Yeah, 100%. Definitely on the shop. PayPal, or you pick PayPal or credit card, either or. There's a starter module in the Hondas, and they're known for failing, and I believe that's the problem with the Honda. But the problem is, I thought, let's do a video on it. What a great video!
Yeah.
Let's diagnose this fault, make a video, fix it, and we'll do it. But it fixed itself. And I believe it's an intermittent fault, and I think it's a solder issue in that starter module that when it's because heat expands, and I think it we got a crack in the solder or whatever, and when it's hot, warmer weather, it expands, so we're getting contact.
Yeah.
And then because it's been the 2 times that it's failed, there's been cold and wet and horrible weather, and I think that it shrinks the solder and doesn't get contact. I haven't tried it lately. It's been a cold week. Maybe I should try it again. But then, it comes good. So, but we'll hopefully do that and see if we can get that.
A lot of people are saying bad earth/feed wire. Earth is usually the problem. Be an earth issue. The NIS says the trigger wire could have fallen off if it's not even clunking. Carnage says, Dave, there's a car show at the airport, Toowoomba.
There is, and that's one that's gone on for years, actually. I think that was still on when I lived in Toowoomba.
There you go.
And, out at Wilson at the airport. I forget what it's called. But, there is. About $15, I think, to get in as a spectator and go and have a look. And I did see that, and I thought maybe I should go and have a look at that. But, the Honda, that was I think it's going again, the Honda, so I don't know. As soon as I said, that'll make a good video, it just started working again. And I'm like, damn, now I can't make the video. So we're waiting on it to fail. But we might have something else coming up for the Honda. What do you want to talk about that?
Oh, we can. We got some parts coming.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a
Because it's a
sponsor.
Honda, we don't want to, we're not prepared to throw big bucks at the Honda.
No.
It was never for that. It was a budget car that we bought to throw in a wrong wheel drive challenge that Golby's were putting on. That was a budget challenge, and it's just been sitting there because that never happened. And Andy Phillips is in the chat. Is he there? I think he was there.
Yeah.
He had his car. He's already blown it up. But he was going to be in it. Skid Factory, Nugget Garage.
Yeah.
Heaps and heaps.
101 Motorsports, I think.
Heaps of people were involved. And it never happened. So we've still got this Honda sitting here.
We've got some coilovers coming for it.
We've got some coilovers coming, so we'll throw some coilovers in it. But because we got a message, and it was Max Speeding Rods in, I don't know, whether they China?
Not sure.
I don't know where they do some pretty cheap products. And it's like right on target for what we'd want to do with the Honda anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like if we were going to buy the things and they said, hey, do you want to make a video? We'll send you something. And I said, well, I could do some coilovers for the Honda. It's not, you didn't want anything for the R33
No.
from max speeding rods, but the Honda, it's the perfect target audience for the Honda. So we'll do that. The wrong wheel drive car, we'll get some coilovers in the next few weeks when they turn up.
Yeah.
So we'll make a video of us and our lack of mechanic abilities doing bits and pieces. Right? It's a good car for us to be out there doing stuff and learning on too, right?
Definitely is.
Yeah. Before we build a whole new engine for the R33.
Jamie Wheelnut says maybe I could call in next week and take viewers' mechanical questions.
Definitely. You can check their wheel nuts at least.
Trevor Smith said new segment, Ask Nuts.
Check your nuts. I love it. Definitely. We've been trying to get him on the show for ages, actually. Jamie Wheelnuts was going to be our sticky knee. Remember we had plans for sticky knee?
Yeah.
For those that remember, shows like Hey Hey It's Saturday, we wanted Stiggy Knee, and Stiggy Knee was going to be Jamie Wheelnuts. We just haven't got him in the studio yet to do that. Anyway, we do need to get on with the show.
Yeah.
We've been rabbiting on for a bit.
The screen's gone a bit crazy.
We've got some issues. There you go. Fixed. No, not fixed. Is it your connection on your end, mate? Oh, that's going to create problems, isn't it? You working on that? No, that's not fixed. That is fixed, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine now. There's just no PowerPoint there.
Oh, it's disconnected on this end. Let me just... I think I've got to restart.
Let's call it Dear Jamie.
Restarting.
It's the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint's not happy.
It's just glitching.
There's the technical issues.
What?
It's not a show without a technical issue.
That's never been a problem before.
No, it's not.
Hey?
Rob says, did you wire it, Dave?
Oh, must have. That has never been a problem.
James Baylor says, now it's a show.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't fix that. Well,
Ego boost.
Couple bucks for technical difficulty.
Thanks, Dingus. Just $5.
thanks, mate. Yeah, I got no fix there, mate. Is that any? Oh, we got something.
Yeah.
Oops. Except for that on the screen, we'll just move that.
It's all right now.
Okay.
No, it's not. You put that back on the screen again.
Stupid thing. Who gave me spirits? Who let me drink spirits, I tell you. Let's go back. Episode 95? Is that where we're at?
Mm-hmm.
Live show, number 95. Podcast, episode number 40. We've turned 40. Or you've turned 95.
Neither.
One of the two. Don't forget to support us if you want some Schumacher products. Grab yourself maintainers. Very, very popular at the moment, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty popular. Actually, come back. I've got a new product. We haven't even put it on the website yet. Look at this sucker. If you've been thinking, we've got our work lights, which have... Here's one, Tyler, for you to demonstrate. Work lights, right? They're pretty good. 600 lumens. Those things are bright, right?
Ego.
Don't you shine me nice.
You'll be at the car show on Sunday with Krang 3.
It'll be up there.
There you go.
Those things, 600 lumens, right? Bright lights. Anyone that's got one knows they're bright. The inspection light, 600 lumens.
Yeah. Rob says I need to film it for the show and it might come good.
3,000 lumens. Look at that sucker. There. 3,000 lumens.
It's a 360 degree LED rechargeable portable work light.
Yep, workshop light. So just got those in, and we'll put them on the website before the end of the show.
Right.
Okay, maybe not. By tomorrow. We've not put them up on the website. We've had them at the car shows, but haven't had them out there. Anyway, sorry, I got carried away. Product placement. Dave got involved in the show again. So can't help but do my shout outs for the product. We love our Shoemaker gear.
Mm-hmm.
It is our
do.
favourite
Yeah.
products. Except for you that doesn't have a Shoemaker.
I do. It's
Well,
actually.
you do, but you haven't hooked one up yet.
Hey, I did put a extra plug in the thing. I just haven't plugged it in yet.
Okay. All right. Maybe that would have fixed your problem.
Maybe.
Oh, no,
maybe
it wasn't
not.
your battery. That's right. Okay.
Trevor Smith says 1 million lumens. Yeah, that's only if you shop on Wish and you buy one of those like $6 torches. Apparently they're
You sent me one. It was the funniest thing.
160 trillion lumens, I think.
Yeah. So I sent that to Schumacher. I sent that to the guys at Schumacher to have a look at. I thought that was hilarious. It was like $6 on Wish.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you turn that on, it'd probably burn. Like
It was
whatever you
the
shine
sun.
it at. Yeah.
It was like brighter
No,
than the
it's
sun.
actually brighter than the sun, I think.
The sun isn't even that many lumens.
How many lumens is the sun?
$6 lights on Wish are more lumens than the sun.
Direct sunlight has a luminous efficacy, I don't know how to pronounce that, of about 93 lumens per watt.
Okay.
Multiplying that figure by 1,050 watts per square metre by 93 lumens, it's about 98,000 lumens per square metre on a perpendicular surface at sea level.
That's very technical. Very technical.
Mick says, what you drinking tonight, Dave?
Um,
He's drinking Coke, no sugar.
Yeah, just a Coke. Just a Coke. I had to change it up. I just felt like something different because, I've got a couple of boxes of bloody burly big heads behind me. But they haven't come good with my sponsorship. So I felt like something different. And, I think found a bottle of, like, Johnny Walker Black floating around in the cupboard. So we're hitting that. Hopefully Sally's not
G'day,
going
Charles.
to chime in and say, that's mine. What are you doing drinking it? I'll be busted.
That's a gift. You shouldn't have opened that.
Too late, it's gone. I may have forgotten to eat any dinner as well. That's always fun. That makes for a good show. Shoemaker, anyway. Enough of that product placement, except for, the new Overtaking Lane stubby holders.
And these are the OG stubby holders now. They're going to become a collectible because that logo is no more.
Considering there's only about 20 of them. And, 19 because I just took one. And thanks to On Point Media, hooked us up. Dave Reed, Drag Photos, On Point Media.
G'day, Mark Biffin.
And sent us some new ones. We've got them on there, but the logo will change soon, so very collectible. All right.
Mum says you got that for Christmas 2 years ago.
Did I? That was mine, was it? So it's okay, I'm allowed to drink it. That
Jason loves the coolers.
Excellent. It was good to get some new ones again, restock. But we should talk about the show. Have we got any more comments before I actually get into the show and do our first segment? Will you let me have too much more scotch?
Andrew Phillips says, how are they different to the old one?
Well,
the old ones are going to also be collectibles because they have the
They do have a very similar design, other than the fact that it's got like the little YouTube Overtaking Lane thing down the bottom.
Yeah.
So
if anyone asks you
different.
what's Overtaking Lane, then you can just spin it around and go, it's a YouTube channel.
It says it's YouTube. I think that's different. That wasn't on the other one. I don't even have the other. I don't have the OG one, the very first one that we did. I don't. They're all gone. We sold them. Well, you've got one.
No, I don't. I gave it to you to sell.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We sold yours too.
Yeah.
So we don't even have one. They're all gone because we got orders, and then we had to send them out. So they are all gone. This is the second OG ones. So the new ones will be different because they'll have a HJ on them. But these ones actually have a Chevy. Was it an Opal?
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's a Chevy Opal.
Yeah.
So, because we've actually got quite a few people that have messages from Brazil about how excited they are that we rock their
One of their favourite cars.
their favourite cars. There's a lot of Opal clubs in Brazil. It's a big thing. Yeah. Took us a while to work out what the car was that we hadn't got. But
Shane Sermon says new ones are plain black with the logo on the inside only.
That's what we should have done. But well, yeah. Watch out for the HJ ones coming soon.
All right.
Segment. Kick us off.
What are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching?
Tell us. What are you watching?
I've been watching a lot of stuff, random stuff lately. But
I'm still watching
Ross,
the same thing as last week.
Look, it's glitching out again. Ross, over at Ross Reviews, we thought we'd do a shout out to Ross because
It's not even there now.
I think it's our lead. Is it? Yes. Look, it doesn't like that angle of the computer. Stop it, Ross. Shout out to Ross because Ross he's gone all in on his YouTube.
Yep. He's quit his job.
Yeah,
Gone full time.
this is big. This is big. He's gone commitment 20,000 subs, and he's decided to go all in on YouTube and said if I just pump out a few more videos, I'll make it happen. That's a big call. It's a big call, and good on him. And mate, I wish you all the best over there because that would that's everyone's dream to be able to make car videos and do this sort of stuff for a job.
Yep.
Like wow. We're a hell of a long way from that. But in that's cool, isn't it?
Yes.
We buy too much camera gear and stuff, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
It's like because we want some more cameras already for our next live stream. We're saving for those at the moment. But
James Baylor says I'm hoping some Skylines too. With the stubby coolers.
yes, we've got to change the colours around a bit to make that suit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, shout out to Ross over at Ross Reviews. Go and give him a like, help him out, and help him fulfil his dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber. I think it's cool. He's just living his passion.
Yep.
And we should support that, because why not? We'd all love to do it. And other than the fact that we're jealous that we're not doing it, which is not a reason not to support someone. So go give him some support.
Trev
give
just
him some love.
says you just need to buy a compound.
Yeah, we need an Adam LZ compound. He was on live today. And I didn't get to watch much because I was working, but I did flick over quickly and just watched his live stream, and his chat's just... I couldn't even read it. And he only had about 4,000 people on there, which is probably not many for Adam LZ, right, at this stage. And it was just going. And I'm just like, yeah, I can't even read that. It was like the coolest thing. But good on it, amazing stuff. Cletus, Adam LZ... Gotta love that stuff. Cletus is building bloody jet boats now. He bought a Hummer.
Humvee.
Yeah, sorry, Humvee.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just something consistently, right? Even Evan Shanks, who's on the scheme of things compared to those guys, doesn't have anywhere near as many viewers as those guys. But he's like, I bought my sister a car and I bought this and I bought another car. Every second video. Man. I don't understand how they can do it. I just, it's amazing stuff. But the jet boats at Cletus, have you seen that?
No, I haven't watched Cletus for a little bit, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I did find the hulls. I can buy them in Australia for $6,000.
There you go.
We can put a jet ski motor in. We could start doing jet boats in Australia, same as Cletus, hey?
There you go.
What do you reckon? You want one? We'll build one.
Andrew Phillips says Banyo Jap Day Sunday morning too, Mazda Club. Yeah, I don't know if my car will be starting by then.
You might be in trouble. I'll still be in Toowoomba.
Yeah,
I'll be hungover. I can tell you Sunday, I ain't getting up. I've got a room in the pub at Cambodia.
There you go. If the car starts, then maybe I'll make it up there, but I don't like my chances yet.
I'm staying in the Bull and Barley Inn, which is our old stomping grounds. Tolly, you spent many of Friday night of your school day youth coming to find mum and dad at the Bull and Barley Inn.
Yeah.
Never stayed there before.
And then running.
That's where you'll find me.
Then running home to play Xbox.
Yeah.
While you were there still.
We lived 200 metres from that pub.
Yeah.
Yeah. So spent a little bit of time there. Yeah. Our old stomping ground. Go and say good day to a publican that we've known for many years that we haven't seen for a long time. That was what are you watching anyway? Ross Reviews. Shout out.
All right. We better get into some stories.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'll be here all night.
Yeah. I'm what next slide? No, we're still on that one. Just wanted more music.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Play us out. Oh, is that it? What are you? You're such a tease. What are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching? I was watching
Tell us.
Ross Reviews.
What are you
mate.
watching?
Jeez.
Pardon?
I was watching Ross Reviews, remember?
There you go.
Yeah. Shout out. Mick Apps is there in the chat. Addictive Events is very, very limited spots left in Drag Challenge. We've got some messages coming through. Just double checking that as we go. But work checking up on me. But anyway, you can fill in the spots while I'm checking my work messages.
So November 5th to 7th is Road Trip Drag Challenge. If you've never been on one, you need to be on one because it's awesome. You should go over there to their Facebook page, Addictive Events, find the link, the races link, and sign up. All you need is a racer's license and you're good to go, I believe. And unless you've got a tech vehicle, then of course you need the tech license. But jump on over there and sign up. Give Road Trip a go because it's an awesome event. On the Saturday night, Mick throws on an awesome feed with the team, and gives out plenty of beer with your entry. With your entry as well, you also get 2 spectator tickets or crew tickets, and you can take your trailer alongside your car. You can't tow your car for the road legs. You can't tow your car for the road legs, but you can have your support vehicle with you. If you put your car on the trailer, you do forfeit. So, but it's definitely an awesome event to check out. Marcus can't wait for Road Trip. Engine's back soon. Oh, good stuff. Good to hear. Dang Dang's in DYO. We might be running up against each other, Dang Dang. It definitely is very cool, Terry. It's an awesome event. John Beard says 1 billion lumens.
Sorry, I'm back. Get on it, Drag Challenge, because there's not many spots left.
Mm-hmm.
And come out and say good day. We 100% we are there.
Mm-hmm.
So
the race license, you just get it off of the race's website. I think it's races.world, I believe. Or there's an app as well on your phone. You can get the races app.
Mick may have to hold a couple of extra spots for us because at the moment we've got a spot for Sal.
Yeah.
So Sally will be racing.
Yeah.
First time racing, road
Mm-hmm.
trip, straight up. First time on a drag strip, we're going to throw her into a road trip.
Yeah.
But we might need Mick to hold us another couple of spots. Tyler, bring the Skyline out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if I do some modifications between now and November on the HJ, or possibly buy something else that I may be looking at, we could need something. We could need another spot. We could be in some turbo classes.
Well, I'll do DYO though.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll run class faster than 795.
Yeah.
If I do, I'll be pretty stoked.
Should I be up there?
I wouldn't
in,
be disappointed.
What was it like? What's that class?
AT.
AT. I think I'm.
You're gonna go up against Jacob and stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna run like some 550s and 560s and
The Hoff in his buddy little 4-cylinder. He's got a 4-cylinder, hey? This can't be that much of a
need
challenge,
you to
can
line
it?
up next to him and watch him leave you for dead.
Well, who knows what I could end up with.
Mick says no problem. Honda.
No Honda. Well, full of max speedy turbos. I don't think it'll get to that class, but I don't know, who knows what we could end up with.
Terry says Sally and Beth. Now that's scary.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I think we might need to throw a different auto in this HJ.
Mm-hmm.
That's sitting behind the camera right just there, and get that out there as well. Be interesting to see how it goes on the strip. We've got to get rid of that dirty L 4L60 out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Talked to Armstrong Automotive up there, Rob Armstrong, and maybe do another conversion.
Yeah.
Well, it's not as big a conversion. It's just another different auto this time.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
James says it's just a 4-cylinder with 16 injectors.
Yes. How good's that? They just pump some fuel through those things, don't they? Did you watch the video from Friday? Anyway, drag challenge. Get on it, guys. Get on it. There is not many spots left, so get on it now. And I saw some people and I messaged back a few people just recently in the last week going, oh yeah, I'm thinking about doing it. Don't think about it because it'll be too late, right? You'll be like, oh, I should have done it.
It'd be like the tickets for the Maloo.
Yeah.
People who waited and then went to buy them.
So many people wanted them afterwards, right? And then here's Adam Geary in the chat tonight. Got himself a bloody brand new, well, not a brand new, but he's got himself a Maloo because there is no brand new ones. But he won himself a bloody $100,000 car because he got in on it and did it. Just saying, there's a new raffle coming out, Team FMR soon, from FMR Finance My Ride for a Hayabusa. And we will be giving away tickets on here. So we have our regular giveaways every month.
Yeah.
We will be giving away a lot of tickets on here. Thanks to Overtaking Lane, thanks to Adam Geary, who also is helping out, who wants to see someone else win like he won. And he's helping us out. He's just just a wonderful guy. So deserved that. As much as everyone else out there wanted to win as well, he definitely deserved it. And he would love to see someone else win. And I know when he's won stuff off the wheel, he's gave it to family and friends and everything as well. So
Yeah, you've got approval in the chat.
Approval for?
The gearbox and the HJ.
From Sally. I said, do it.
Yeah.
I think we should do that.
Andrew Phillips says, what if you're thinking
If
about
I don't
it?
buy something else.
What if you're thinking about it but you don't have a car?
Doesn't matter. Do it. Because you might have a car between now and then. And if not, you just run whatever you got.
Yeah.
Mark's in the chat, isn't he? We saw Mark's here before.
His
son was running a Barina out there last time. Had a ball. He had so much fun. And everyone remembers the Barina out there. Like, it's just a Barina.
Yeah.
His daily driver.
G'day,
They're
Dick.
still talking about it a year later.
G'day, Dick. Dick's in the chat.
G'day, mate. Good to see you.
6:08 a.m. here in Maryland, USA. All the gas stations near me are out of gas.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Fair dinkum. What's going on there? That's interesting. I've got a bit of a story about that. We've got to get into our news because we're 40 minutes into the show and Piss Dave has been sidetracking everything and we haven't even talked any news yet, right?
Yeah, I know.
You haven't even got angry with me yet.
Why not, Huggy? I did mention it before.
What? That you were getting sick of
that we
me?
haven't done any news stories.
He hasn't cracked the shits yet.
Mark says, yep, Barina might be back.
There you go. There you go. Mind you, Mark better find something to run in too. Just saying.
You said the engine's coming back soon. The
Well,
engine's back soon.
He can run his daily too if it doesn't happen. Anyway, we do have some news stories. Let's talk. Let's talk a little bit of news.
Let's talk Tiranas. This LJ GTR XU1 Tirana.
Records.
It smashed a record.
It did.
It sold for $295,000 at Burns & Co. auctions. It was the November
Plus buyer's premium on top.
buyer's premium.
Thank you.
On top of it. The November 1972 built Tirana was described by the auction house as a superb example, with just 24,847 miles on the odometer. Was accompanied by a comprehensive provenance dating back to the original owner, an airline pilot who regularly left the car locked in an aircraft hangar for extended periods.
That is a quality car and very, very low mileage, but
Yeah.
that's a bloody big price ticket. These things are just amazing where they're heading. Amazing.
So until now, the most expensive road-going XU1 was an example painted in Strike Me Pink, which sold at Shannon's Melbourne Autumn Classic Auction in 2019 for $183,000.
Mm-hmm. Did we talked about that, didn't we?
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm sure we did. Right. Big numbers. Big numbers, mate. There was $500,000 paid by private enthusiast for Peter Brock XU1 racer during the muscle car boom of 2006. It doesn't quite work, does it? That LJ carried Brock to an Australian Touring Car Championship victory in 74 and was owned by a family of the HGT engine builder Ian Tate. What else was there at the auctions, mate?
Ian Pete Gio what? Battery.
No, sorry, I just knocked that over.
And pointed
I do have
at me.
I do have a picture though. You can slideshow.
Okay. Ian Pete Giogans Gio Higgins, I don't know how to pronounce that. Legendary 1967 Mustang. Went for a staggering $645,000.
That's not bad, hey?
Also, that was from Wall Racing. And also from Wall Racing was a stunningly restored HQ Monaro made famous by Bob Jane and John Harvey. Doesn't say how much that sold for.
That's a little lacking. Which car? Get on that. Could have gave us the numbers.
And if you were looking for a more affordable historic race
nice.
car, this EH Holden went for $33,000.
That's nice. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
Hey?
you could have got yourself one of those.
33,000. It's not bad. That's a bloody nice example too. I think that's a very nice looking car.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably one of the picks for the price and I think that's a pick of the auction for me. What else have we got?
This R-Code 1969 Mark I Mustang. That sold for $171,000. The SLR 5000 Tribute went for $38,000.
That's nice.
The vinyl roofed XB Fairmont Hard Top sold for $129,000.
Got trigger happy.
An R Series Valiant,
Yeah.
just over 1,000 made.
I was going to say I don't think I've ever seen one before.
I was looking at it and I was like, is that some sort of Jag or something?
I don't think I've ever seen one.
That sold for $62,500.
Okay. What was there? 1,000 of those made.
Yeah.
I've never seen one before.
The P5 Ford LTD sold for just under $40,000. HG Kingswood Wagon looks like a nice survivor. That
That's
attracted
nice.
a winning bid of $29,000.
186, you reckon?
At the budget end of the spectrum, a 1986 Subaru Vortex XT.
Do you even know the Subaru Vortex?
No, I don't.
No? Okay.
People have mentioned it in a previous show, but I've never. I think it was in a quiz question too. That sold for $5,200.
Okay, that is budget end.
A 1950 Rambler van.
Yeah, that's cool.
A A Sportsman Charger. Do you have any photos of those? No.
No.
These are just passed in, it says. It doesn't say whether they sold or what prices or not. The 1950 Rambler van, Sportsman Charger, an X2 HR Holden, a 308 powered HG GTS Monaro, and a cool EH Holden panel van.
There you go. What do you reckon? What was your pick? You in agreement with me?
Probably that EH. Is it an EH? It's quite nice.
What's the comment say? Not much?
There's lots of nahs, hard ouch, nah, head gaskets.
Subarus.
Dick says Valiant is butt ugly.
It is. Yep. I agree. I agree. But I've never seen one. I don't know it. It is a nasty looking car, though. I don't think I would have been bidding on it.
Artie says some of these are bargains.
Some are.
All right.
You want another story?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Something Ford.
Police have released shocking footage of an urgent response to what appeared to be a human leg sticking out of a car's boot last month. Interesting. Queensland Police received multiple reports about the concerning... It looks like it is, yes. Concerning site in Slacks Creek, a suburb of Logan, and responded with an appropriate level of urgency. When officers located the vehicle and pulled it over, however, all was not as it initially seemed. I'm just going to read that on how I process it, not how they wrote it.
That would be the smarter way to do it.
According to a video shared to the police force's Twitter account on Tuesday, the limb actually belonged to a mannequin and was positioned purposely by the driver to trick other motorists.
There was a video there as well. I don't know whether you can get that playing or not. You don't have to do sound. It's up to you. We can talk through it. I think it's got subtitles.
Yeah.
But
you ask a lot.
I do?
Yeah, it takes time to get these.
I forget to tell you about these things before the show.
Yeah, I know.
Because we were
really
like
painful.
we were just like talking about random stuff before the show.
Yeah.
I don't even know what were we chatting about before the show.
Oh, no idea.
Live streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing different live streams for different mobs. But
there you go.
You got it playing. Got something happening in the background. I can't see it, but I'll assume you do.
Mm-hmm.
But so the funny thing is that I don't know. He just thought he was being funny by having this leg hanging out the back of his car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he gets pulled over.
Yeah.
And then the cops pull him over. But the funny thing is,
they'd done him for defects for having 3 bald tyres.
And they were bad. They were bad.
Yeah, it did show it in the video just then.
It did. Like they were like slicks. There was no tread whatsoever on those tyres. There wasn't even a groove on them. Hey, how bad is it? So the officer spotted multiple defects after giving his car a thorough once-over.
Yeah.
Draw attention to yourself.
And according to the police video, it cost him an arm and a leg.
So this is what happens if you think you're being funny. Draw attention to yourself. Maybe just make sure you got all your ducks in a row first, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey? Because don't be that dick. Don't be that dick who ends up... Oh, hang on. They labelled him an attention-seeking muppet.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be that guy. What a fool. He won't do that again. Someone else wrote in reply to the video. Those tyres look terrible. Burnouts, another wrote. Here's the Hoff. The Hoff's here.
Yep.
G'day, mate. Good to see you. I think we may have even made mention of you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Be unlike us to talk about you when you're not here, but no, it wouldn't. Just makes me think of our conversation earlier, Tyler.
Mm.
I find that funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In joke. Had to be there
Yeah.
before the show. I don't know why you weren't there.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue on.
Where was everyone while we were chatting before the show?
They were in the chat without us.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You're being serious.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Drunk Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yes, the sad thing is he will do it again.
He thought he was being funny, wasn't he? So there you go. Bit of the car news. What else? Actually, talking about news, we do have a bit more news.
Mm-hmm.
The next story. Now, Tyler, you don't know about this story, and you'll just have the little bit of a clip that I've sent you about a few cars stolen in Townsville. And I couldn't get the full story to send you because we had to pay a subscription to, I don't know, the Townsville Bulletin or whatever the news carrier is up there.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a massive crime spree going on in Townsville right now.
Okay.
For the last week, there's been cars getting stolen like left, right, and centre.
See you, Dick. Dick's off to work.
See you, mate. Have a great day. Appreciate you tuning in and dropping us a few comments. We really do. So, as I was saying, Townsville, far north Queensland, massive crime spree. Cars getting stolen everywhere across the last week. Now, I sent you this story that said something about 6 cars in a caravan stolen. Well, I can tell you a few hours before the show there was up to 10 cars, stolen cars, running havoc around Townsville.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and they've sent the police chopper up. They've sent Polair.
From the coast here.
Yeah. Polair's gone to Townsville, and they're trying to...
Left Helensvale.
It's massive. There's a big thing happening up there in Townsville, and it's just... The place has gone crazy, and I don't know whether it's copycat crimes or a ring of people or what's going on, but they're running havoc around bloody town. And there was 10 stolen cars this afternoon, running the police around everywhere.
And there seems to be a lot of young people, according to this little excerpt here, 14 and 16-year-old male and a 13-year-old female.
I believe they arrested at
investigated.
least 4 people this afternoon.
Yeah.
So there's another 30-year-old male being investigated as well, but they don't know what links he's got. It's not actually confirmed at this point. But it's pretty nasty. There's people getting run off the road, and we saw some stuff. This is actually a serious thing because we saw some stuff that happened in Brisbane a few months back where a family got killed, right? It was a pregnant lady and a partner got run over by someone that stole a car, and that's tragic. And this is the sort of thing that's going on up there at the moment. They're like running people off the road, ramming into cars, just going bloody stupid. So, I don't know.
Yeah, something needs to really happen that actually changes the way that the law deals with this sort of stuff. Otherwise, people are going to start taking matters into their own hands.
Maybe kids just need a good bit of a clip under the ear by their parents.
Inspector Lawson says that there are growing concerns that the community will take matters into their own hands. So
maybe that's what needs to happen. I don't know. I don't know why. John Bett says Bogan paper subscription. Yeah, there's nothing worse when you click on that story and it says you've got to subscribe. They send that story out to you everywhere to look at it and then subscribe. Damn it. I can't pay that $1. I have to find the free story. But no, it is concerning, all seriousness. Youth crime's just getting out of control. I don't know. Copycat mentality, they're saying. They don't know what it is. Is it people just copycatting or is it a group? I
don't know.
We don't know. But it doesn't sound good. We've got a few more comments there. What's going on in the chat, mate?
You can read the comments.
No.
You're onto it.
There's 2 of every word.
You're onto it, so you can read them.
Bundy's been getting a few cars stolen lately from Jason. So it's up north, not quite as north as Townsville. Lindsay's up that way. We've been in Townsville for young fellas' surgeries when they average 7 to 8 cars a night getting stolen. There you go. Time for vigilante justice, says Dang Dang. But be careful with your keys. A car can be a deadly weapon. Definitely can be. It's nasty.
Hoff says it will get worse before it gets better. There are a lot of factors contributing to it that can't be easily fixed.
No, I don't. It's bigger than us. That's for sure.
James Bayless said we had a 15-year-old over the weekend stab and kill a 17-year-old girl.
Wow.
Or 17-year-old over a girl.
Stuff's just crazy, Where's the world going?
See Carnage? Carnage is off.
Night brother. But very serious topic on a very serious topic, a very serious news story on a very relaxed, chilled back show that's not very serious, but but it is true. So no, I had to talk about it. I just saw it tonight and went, wow, that's just crazy that they just it was just going nuts up there.
Andrew Phillips says because every kid feels entitled and untouchable and police just process them and send them out the door.
There is definitely a sense of entitlement these days. But it's and
See you,
I
Beck.
don't know. I don't see so much of the respect for elders that I was brought up with, and hopefully you were. I think that you do need to respect the elderly, and you need to have a respect for everyone in the community as well. I think not just that, but I don't know. It's beyond fathom for me. I struggled to understand. Anyway, more news. More news on a different note.
Not really. It's also sad.
It is.
Just sad for a different reason.
The Rockhampton Regional Council has announced, this was yesterday, they announced that they will not be going ahead with the purchase of a parcel of land at Baldercombe that was earmarked as a potential motorsport precinct. We talked a lot about the need for a motorsport precinct in Rockhampton during the videos we did at Rocky Nuts, didn't we? Yep. So we spoke to a lot of the guys there that were pulling up as part of the cruise on day one, and a lot were local.
Yep.
We talked to a lot of locals, right? And we said, is there a need for this motorsport precinct? And they said yes. And then we did report on the story of the motorsport precinct for Rockhampton as well in a previous episode. And they were going to, I think, have one of the biggest tracks, the longest supercar tracks in Australia. And now they've completely canned the plans.
Yeah.
This is sad. This is sad news. We've just had Rocky Nuts there that I think should have strengthened the position of the need for a motorsport precinct in Rockhampton.
Yep.
Something for our northern friends up there, but unfortunately, the council have said the funding's just not there. They're gonna can the plans for now, put everything on hold. From what I see, there's a lot of backlash in the community around different things that they are spending money on. Some $37 million on a arts bloody museum or something that nobody goes to, that nobody's ever been to in Rockhampton. Maybe some people have, but they just don't feel that there's a need for that. There's a lot of backlash about that. Some $37 million.
G'day, Ray. How you going?
G'day, mate. And just other bits and pieces that they have thrown money at that is still going ahead, but yet they've put all this on hold, so there'll be no motorsport precinct at this point for Rockhampton. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a bit annoying, and don't know why they would. They should just go ahead with it. There's definitely a need for it with the amount of people that were on the street there for Rocky Nuts. So. Yeah,
there was, and it wasn't just the people in their cars, right? You could see
that's what I mean, like the people on the street that lined the streets for the cruise.
Yeah.
The spectators and whatnot.
You were a passenger through the street cruise, so you really, took notice of the crowds and stuff. I was trying not to run over them because there were so many of them that were on the roads. Even though we're only going slow, you had to watch you didn't, run over any kids. But you were really, you were high-fiving people out the window and all sorts of stuff, right? Yourself and Brad really taking part in that street cruise and enjoying it. And what about the age group? What was the age group of the crowd?
Oh, young to old.
Yeah, no, that's
question.
what I mean.
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Everyone.
Everyone, yeah. Young to old.
It was.
Yeah.
There was the kids wanting the high fives, and then there was, all the people, there was elderly and stuff there as well, right? Just sitting back watching it as reminiscing as well about, look at that car, had one of those when I was younger, of course.
Yeah. Disappointing.
It is a disappointment. I think we need more tracks. I think we need more of this. Toowoomba is a place that is going ahead, and fortunately we've got a lot of private funding. I know
See you, Mick.
the Wagner's family are putting a lot of funding. Good to see you, Mick. Thanks for joining in. Are putting a lot of funding. I think they threw $140 million into the funding of the motorsport precinct in Toowoomba, and council are sort of coming together, I think, with about 90, something like that in Toowoomba. Don't quote me on those numbers. But I guess it was relying on council in Rockhampton. They didn't have that same backing.
Yeah.
So, and it's not going to happen.
Well,
It could have been big money for them.
could have. But it isn't going to be. So.
What's your thoughts?
Very sad. Lots of comments there.
It is crazy. I thought it would have been a big money spinner for the area, for the economy there. So, but it looks like you're prompting me to move to the next story, Tyler.
Getting a headache.
Oh, am I talking too much?
No, I'm just getting a headache.
Oh, well.
All right. Top Fuel. And there was a bit of a Bradbury in Top Fuel.
Well, they're back too, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing.
Yeah.
They've come back.
The Gulf Western Oil Nitro Thunder in Sydney, 400 Thunder Championship round.
It looked threatened by wet weather and rain.
As you can see in that photo there. That was the Friday. It was completely lost to rain.
That was actually Saturday.
Oh.
That was the fog. So Friday was completely lost to rain. Saturday, the fog set in and looked like, where's this going to go? I think.
However, though, importantly, the weather didn't stop DJ legend Carl Cox from spinning out a 3-hour set Friday night.
No, that's right. And then racing Saturday once that fog lifted.
And Saturday's crowd was the biggest that the venue has seen in over 10 years.
Yeah, that was massive. They had a massive, massive crowd. They did have a live feed going as well. From they've got some. They put in cameras. If you watched our shows earlier when we talked about the upgrades and all the lights, those great lights. There was something else we mentioned. There was cameras. They were putting in cameras. They do have them. They are. They don't have Trackside Trev.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same as Trackside Trev, right?
It is not quite the same.
It's not that good.
No.
But it's
Paul Simons, g'day.
It's not bad. G'day, Paul. You only get Trackside Trev when you tune into ATL.
Yeah, and then we had Top Fuel. The class was down to only 3 cars with the Rapisada Autosports International team on a sabbatical from racing. The format was tweaked for Top Fuel to 3 full rounds and then a final. Lamatina, Top Fuel Racing, event started off with a thrash after having to change his cylinder head following the warm-up with just 15 minutes before having to tow out for round 1. Phil Lamatina is the effective leader of the 400 Thunder Championship with the Rapisada cars sidelined and a 4:02 solo in round 1 pleased the team after their pit drama. Phil Reed rattled the tyres in the Hydrolink Jim Reed Racing Dragster as he watched Peter Zaberas blast to a 3.844 PB in the Premier rocket ship. Zaberas had a bracket car with a... Yep, I understand. I see you tapping your finger. It's all right. I'm just reading the story as well at the same time.
Sorry.
Zaberas had a bracket car with 3.846 in round 2 against the tyre-smoking Lamatina. And Phil Reed went too far the other way on the tune-up as his dragster blew the tyres off right on the hit. That was fortunately on a solo. It is kind of weird, said crew chief Bruce Reed. We tested here so well last month and we haven't changed a thing. Reed and Lamatina opened round 3 and the winner would face Zaberas, who already had a final spot booked. The Carrot Kings went nowhere as the Nitro engine quit on the step and popped the chutes, and Reed was not looking pretty, pedaling and legging his dragster to the stripe for 5.17 at 224 mile an hour. LTFR crew chief Aaron Hambridge couldn't explain the bizarre behaviour of his charge. I've got no idea. I've never seen the car do anything like that. Seems like some sort of electrical malfunction. Zaberis made a statement for the final with a blistering 3.797, 315 mile an hour, smashing his earlier PB and was looking unstoppable. Finals time and the Lamartina dragster came out for a test pass, but the Gremlin wasn't found, with virtually identical result on launch. And Zaberis versus Reed for the gold showed that there are no sure things in drag racing, as both cars rattled the tyres out of the gate. A wild pedal fest ensued, that Reed doing it the best, getting a win light in an unlikely victory. So there you go. He made his way to the end based on the fact that the other car wasn't running well in his final run, and then they both blew the tyres off in the final run.
I tuned into the live feed just after the final.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, terrible timing. Trev was watching the live stream for a while, he said. Scott says, anyone keen to fly down to Wizard for Jamboree?
Western Sydney.
Oh, Western Sydney. Is that what it is, for Jamboree? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it. Took me a minute. Yep. Had to read more comments to get it. Mm-hmm. We were keen to head down. Mm-hmm. We were hoping to bring a live feed, but there was a cost involved for us to be able to get there and stuff. Mm-hmm. They should have something. I've been chatting to the Jamboree, and they should have something. Someone trackside with a bit of a Facebook mobile phone.
Yep.
Stream going on. So no OTL at this point.
Leo Wanker Havago says, how's Warwick upgrade tracking for readiness for the road trip? We'll have to get Maddie on next week and have a chat.
Maybe we do. I'll send him a...
Hopefully the live stream's coming back.
Is it just a Wi-Fi signal?
Brad's off. See you, Brad.
You've got something back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the internet dropped out for a second there, guys, so we're back.
Okay. You got stuff sorted?
Mm-hmm. I didn't change anything. It just caught back on.
Well, just take that and say, yep, I've fixed it.
Yep. Fixed itself. I had a win for once. I didn't have to do anything.
Buffering. I don't know what's going on there. We're all closed up in the shed. Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe.
Hey?
Maybe.
Might have to do some Wi-Fi extending, run some Ethernet out here.
Mm.
But yeah, we're closed up. It's getting cold, winter time, right? Got our hoodies on.
Yeah.
Well, I do. Yeah, you going? You cold?
A little.
So yeah, we won't make it to Jamboree. We'll be
Yeah.
What else have we got on that week? There's a private test day out at Willowbank that we could go and do a video of.
Mm-hmm. Potentially. Yep.
Yep. If you can start your car.
Mm-hmm.
We could race the Ute and the Skyline.
Yeah, we could.
People would like to see that.
They would. Just hopefully it starts.
Well, let's just take it out there on the trailer and just see and just go, I win. I win on the line because you're just like...
not even that.
You're not even going to click. It's just a... Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
No click. Nothing. All right.
Next story. 2021.
Yeah.
Ford Mustang Mark 1 buyers to get free servicing and a track day in lieu of missing equipment.
Yeah, now this is a bit of a story we've been, well, other than the fact that it's on all the different car news sites, we have been alerted to this.
Mm-hmm. Well, now?
Yep, that they've been screwed over. The people have actually signed up to these Mac 1s with a sales brochure that gave them a lot of features that are now not in the car.
Yeah,
and
things
things
missing
like
from the special edition cars.
Things like reversing cameras and just
some of the items.
And a diff.
Some of the items, such as radar cruise control, rear parking sensors, and fog lamps.
There you go. Yep.
are not available in the Mark 1 in the US due to certain modifications that increase the vehicle's on-track performance.
Which was in the brochure that they bought these things.
Mm-hmm.
They bought this car, like paid in advance for, and then they've been told no, that you won't get these things.
Yeah.
Another thing that they won't get in Australia is the driveline. So I don't know if it's in the story that you're reading, but the diff is another thing that's changed. So in America, there's a performance diff, and I don't have all the. I'm going off memory, so I don't know what it was, but there's a performance diff in America, and they won't get in Australia. So that's another big one. Ford, like a lot of people are pretty upset. There's a whole group on Mark 1 buyers. See you, Mark. The Mark 1 buyers, there's a whole group on these guys, and I've been reading a bit of the feedback in the group on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And some people are just like, yeah, whatever, we'll get the car. Others want a bloody class action. They want to take them for, what they're missing out on. Because the ACCC says that you do need to be sold what you're sold in the brochure. What you're told you're going to get in the product, it needs to be there. Mm-hmm. Or you need to be compensated.
Yeah.
Now, they have offered some compensation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that is in the story.
Yes. Yeah, track day and 3 years of free car servicing.
Which is that enough?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
What do you reckon? I don't know.
Just a singular track day?
Well, it seems that way.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Sorry, I was just checking our notifications. I had a notification of a comment on our video.
Okay.
But we're on, so it should be live.
Yeah.
I was confused. So it's a bit of an issue for those guys that have forked out big bucks for this car. And told you'd get certain things that there's nothing there.
Leo says, hi everyone, thanks fellas. Yeah, D&T, get Marty or John on to give us progress updates.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we will. We'll talk to them.
Yeah.
Matty and John.
Yes.
Marty. Thought we were talking Marty Carmine. Marty Carmine. Marty Carmine. I don't know. Okay. There's your news story. Move on from that.
Mm-hmm. Now, the government is apparently scrambling to maintain Australia's fuel security in the federal budget. Oil companies to receive large incentives to keep oil refineries open in an effort to maintain fledgling fuel security. The Australian government is pushing to keep the country's remaining 2 oil refineries open, using the federal budget to announce payments to help maintain Australia's current level of fuel security. The number of Australian oil refineries has halved in the past 7 months, putting increased pressure on the country's limited storage capacity. Using transport data compiled from January to October 2020, Australia has around 21 days of diesel reserves, the country's most consumed type of fuel, with marginally more petrol stored. However, the estimated 3 weeks of diesel reserves was based on transportation needs when large areas of the countries were in lockdown due to coronavirus pandemic and travel was heavily restricted. At the beginning of 2021, the federal government pledged $200 million to boost local diesel reserves by 10 days, around the same time as oil companies announced 2 of Australia's last 4 refineries were being closed, with the fate of a third plant in Brisbane hanging in the balance. ExxonMobil announced it would be shutting down its Altona oil refinery located in Melbourne's west, transforming it into a fuel import terminal. It followed BP's decision to close its Western Australia facility. The 2 remaining oil refineries in Australia are Ampol's Brisbane facility and Viva Energy's Geelong plant. They may end up being kept open thanks to generous government subsidies outlined in this week's federal budget. While no dollar figures have been released by Energy Minister Angus Taylor's office due to commercial sensitives, sources familiar with the matter told the Australian Financial Review the amount could be in the hundreds of millions. So there you go. Wanting to keep them open.
Look, it's. I think it's a concern that we have 21 days of diesel,
And that was during COVID lockdowns.
and they're trying to boost it out an extra 10 days, so 31 days of.
Well, it's not actually going to be 31 days, right, when everyone's back on the road. It might not even be 21 days. It might be like 3 days, maybe.
considering
with everyone driving.
in I believe if I remember rightly, I could be wrong because I am often, but if I remember rightly, America's got like a year's worth of supply, like underground.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense as to why we don't have more, because if you lose fuel, you sort of lose everything in your country.
Everything stops. Australia's run by transport and trucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So many trucks run this country. That's a little bit scary. And we've got two refineries now, and that's it.
Yep.
So all shutting down.
James Baylor says, I'm surprised that it gotten this far, only 2 in the whole country. Infix said, government should have stepped in decades ago to stop the shutdown. I worked in the industry for Caltex when they started to shut down Shell and BP in Brisbane.
There you go. It's too far gone now, isn't it? It's not enough. It's just not enough. Leo went up before just saying iPhone spell check make us look silly. Don't worry, I look silly all the time. That's just normal for me. That's pretty concerning. So there's a scramble now. It's way too late, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon? You can't open them back up. It's not going to happen. We could, but it's not. It's not going to happen.
No.
Not that you can't. It's just not. So
Infix says our supply is also brought in from Singapore.
Yes, and things are.
See you, Reaper.
Things are tough as well across the global strains at the moment.
Dang Dang says, don't get political. Dang Dang, don't get political.
We all could, yeah. We don't want to talk, politics, religion, all that sort of stuff. So let's change it up. Let's. What's our next story? Something about the government.
Federal budget is good news for new car buyers and tradies.
So we're all here for some finance advice.
Here's
from
what
Dave.
you need to know.
Drunk Dave will give finance advice. Go and buy a new car because you'll get. It's all just claim it on tax. Is that Drunk Dave's financial advice?
I haven't read the story. The federal government's extension of the instant asset write-off scheme has been welcomed by the car industry amid fears stock shortages could continue next financial year. Tradies and small businesses waiting for cars delayed by severe stock shortages have been given more time to take delivery of their new vehicles after their federal government announced another extension of the instant asset tax write-off scheme.
You can talk marketing at you.
The scheme enables eligible tradies and businesses with a turnover of less than $5 billion to claim as an expense big-ticket items such as work vehicles in one financial year rather than over the usual 5 years. The tax incentive was expanded in 2020 to stimulate the economy during the peak of the coronavirus crisis. In last night's federal budget, the government extended the deadline again. The instant asset write-off scheme, most recent deadline of 30th of June 2022, has now been pushed back to 2023 on the same date. The tax incentive is now formally known as the Temporary Full Expensing Scheme, though many in the car industry still refer to it as instant asset write-off. So, the instant asset write-off is applicable to motor vehicles valued up to $57,581, so you can't get your Silverado on it.
But, no, you can if for trades it's different.
Okay.
So you can go up to $150,000 if it's for a trades vehicle with a over 1 ton capacity vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you could
get your Silverado if you have a trade.
Yes.
Or a Ram or something.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, you could. But you need to be able to.
Andrew Phillips says, "Damn, I earned $5.1 billion."
He's out. I knew you were loaded. You need to actually have a tax bill to be able to claim it on your tax to be able to have some benefit from it as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're not making enough profit for tax, then
yeah,
that's an issue. So if you don't have a very profitable business, it's not going to happen still.
Yeah.
But hopefully, if you do have a profitable business, then you can actually do better. The dog's not happy. Wanted some attention. Correct. Definitely. It's not your usual shop dog, is it? But All right. There you go. That's all the info on the government. Now, what else we got going on? And we can't get too carried away, Tyler. We're running out of stories, and I haven't seen Scotty S yet in chat. Have you? You tangling the dog up in your headphones?
I was tangled up, yes. I have not seen him in the chat yet, and he's not in Discord just yet.
So, you know, don't get carried away with your stories yet and rush me through the stories because we're not ready for quizzes. So, you're moving to me. That is a problem. Tyler's running away. He's left. He's had enough. He's gone. He's just done. That's it. He's walked out. He's done. Now I don't know if he showed the picture. I hope he showed the picture. Tyler, did you show the picture? Yes. Oh, he did. A British company is now offering pre-rusted car trim pieces. You know, what else do you want with your British car? Of course, you get some rust on your Land Rover, but now you get it pre-rusted. So, bespoke customisation firm offers up pre-rusted car panels as part of custom Land Rover Defender build. Most car owners go out of their way to keep their car away from rusting, but Heritage Customs, an offshoot of British design house Niels van Rooij Design, is offering pre-rusted exterior panels for cars like a 2021 Land Rover Defender. Stylised as part of the brand's hand-built 2021 Land Rover Defender Valiant's bespoke remake, the corroded panels are described as real rust and are previewed on the side vents and diamond-plated bonnet inserts. The process involves metal bonding technology that sprays a thin layer of aluminium, brass, bronze, titanium, zinc, or even gold onto the car's paint, which assumes the parent's material shape and flexibility. The company says the finish will last up to 20 years and can be brushed, polished, sanded, or in this case, oxidized. It can be sealed at any point to prevent the finish from rusting even further or left alone to naturally course of corrosion to start. The unique painting process is offered as part of the brand's custom Land Rover Defender program, which refinishes the interior and exterior in a range of new materials such as aluminium, leathers, denims, teak woods, and copper. Niels van Rooij says that the rusty exterior effect can be applied to the wheels, because you want some rusty wheels, or even the interior. Again, why not have a rusty interior? And should a customer so desire. Porsche earlier this year joked on April Fool's Day that it will begin offering fake patina fresh from the factory, though this is the first time we've actually seen the effect offered as a serious customization option. The rusted look is only available for its Valiants based on the new Land Rover Defender and vintage based on the old Defender bespoke models for now. Though it's understood the brand may branch out to other models in the future. So, what rusted panels are you chasing at the moment? Have you ever thought about that? Scotty's here. He's arriving, is he? No, he's not. He is here. He's at home. Hey, g'day. He is here. A deer in the lights, that's me. Look out. Someone's here. Someone's coming in the door behind us in the rat fink entry. Just coming through. Stopping at the fridge. Happy anniversary to Scotty S. Yes. Lots of highs there. Now paying for from New Rust. I'm immersed in Dave's beard in this angle, says Dingus. There you go. Bullet burnout truck was on the Bandag Bullet, same chassis engine. I'm in a completely different story there, I think. I'm just totally lost. Oh, save me. Save me, Tyler.
I don't know where you're up to. You can buy rusted parts now.
I've done the whole story.
Okay.
I got through that. Take over. Please help. It's the rusted parts. Look at that. Does it look good? What was that? Did you hear that?
Not the hiccups. I did mute.
I need another scotch. You think I need another scotch? What are you shaking your head for? Why are you leaving this on that?
I was waiting for you to put the next slide up.
Oh, sorry. That was me. I thought you were doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you were running the show. Hey? I can't believe you leave me on my own. It's dangerous.
Yep. Sometimes
God,
it is. Sometimes things have got to be done. Aka Khan says speed on Tweed.
You didn't get me a drink while you were.
Sorry. Aka Khan says speed on Tweed. I did forget again.
Yeah,
it is written down somewhere.
Can you put a reminder maybe? It's good that we write it down, but it doesn't help if we don't look at it.
Yeah.
Can we put a reminder in the phone or something? Can you email us maybe and just say, guys, freaking look it up, you slack pricks.
Leo Wanker says, what new equipment upgrades is the Overtaking Lane looking to get pre-June 30, capitalising on instant tax right incentives to take it to the next level?
We don't have any tax. We're not paying any tax because we don't have any income other than everything we put back in. So, but we're looking to upgrade another cameras, trying to more cameras, more camera gear, another wireless setup. So you saw Trackside Trev, do the wireless, right? Mm-hmm. The next one is another wireless.
Yeah.
And what's that going to be, Tyler? Well,
What do you mean, what's that going to be? Just another camera on the track that pans on the other side of the track now. Could be roaming, could be anything. Well, it could do all the things, right? Could go roaming, it could go on a tripod, it could do anything. G'day, Fritzl. How you going? From Poland? I know what new episode I got to do next. I've got that in the works. Let's start chatting about the Jimny Long. So the Suzuki Jimny Long is set for 2022 launch. 2 more doors and turbo power rumoured for elongated compact SUV. A 5-door Jimny is expected to launch in 2022. Suzuki is readying for an unveiling of its next Jimny installation. The 5-door long variant, reports from Japanese publication Motor and Autocar India suggests the stretched SUV has been in development for some time and will be launched in 2022. The reports also suggest that the new Jimny could be scoring a turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol engine and hybrid combination which produces more power and torque than the current NA 1.5 litre 4-cylinder found in a 3-door variant. How much more will the turbo hybrid powertrain produce? It's tricky to say, but Motor claims the added performance is more than enough to overcome the Long's weight gain, which is rumoured to be around 100 kilograms, 1190 kg from 1090 kg. See ya, dang dang. I reckon given the 1.5 litre 4-pot produces an asthmatic 75 kilowatts and 130 newton meters of torque, that a turbo and hybrid boost could easily push power above 100 kilowatts and almost double the NA Donk's torque figure. According to Autocar India, the 5-door Jimny Long will measure around 3.8 meters in length, 1,600 or 1.6 meters in width and 1.7 meters in height, and its wheelbase will span 2.5 meters. That's a 300 mil increase in both the length and wheelbase over the standard 3-door mini SUV. Those are significant gains. However, they report suggests that the Long will also have 210 mil of ground clearance, same as the regular Jimny.
Well, they're not on the other view, so they could be immersed in your beard.
I forgot that one. It's not as close up.
Did you do that on purpose?
Maybe.
I left you with a good story to keep everyone enthralled. A Jimny.
The Jimny Long.
I had to throw it in there because we talked about the Jimny last week as being bloody.
And they're already doing a new one.
size.
They still haven't even caught up with what they've sold in the last one.
No, still another. That's one way to do it. See you, Dang.
Aka Khan says, can't we get a camera at the end of the track? We'd have to investigate what we would need to get down that far.
Yeah, we can only get 400 metres line of sight.
Yeah.
With
and
a
we
wireless
can't
setup.
quite get line of sight down the end of the track.
No. We'll work on... If we're at Sydney, we can. Because Sydney has already has inbuilt cameras.
Yeah.
And we can just plug theirs in as well as ours.
Yeah.
So we can do the offering of both, the moving cameras as well as their fixed camera setups.
Yeah.
So, you know, had the likes of OVO and stuff that used to be able to do that and do like an interview at the other end of the track.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, they have like another van that like wirelessly transmit between.
Yeah.
We're not that set up.
No.
We're not quite there yet. We're working on it. We'll keep building.
Mm-hmm.
Keep building. Nan says I have to give you a scotch. Hey?
I got to drive home.
Your grandmother says you need a scotch.
I got to drive home. You can have it.
Okay.
Rat Fink says, will they let you fly a drone? I think we can at Warwick, but at Willowbank it's a hit and a
We're
miss.
very close to an
Army airbase.
Army, yeah. Yes. The RAAF base. Very, very close too, so we've got to be cautious of that. And you'll see the planes that fly over occasionally. But Warwick we can, yes. So, anyway. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We got other stories?
We've got one left.
We've got another story there? You want me to... Oh, got things popping up on my
There's a
computer.
new push for car
Bit
maintenance.
sideways, isn't it?
New push for car maintenance education for women and youths to lead to better drivers. Cultivating safer and more aware drivers through a youth-focused car maintenance program seems a no-brainer for creating a future with reduced road accidents and improved car roadworthiness. The mandate is one employed for 14 years by innovative automotive educator Eleni Matakos and her team operating under the Galmatic name, which teaches a whopping 100,000 Sydney students a year on the basics of car maintenance.
That's massive, isn't it? That's a big number. So
We
that's
do
why I
have a
threw
video
it.
actually coming up about car maintenance.
That's why I threw that in there.
Mhm.
Because you can
get that done
you
at
don't have to go-
MTAQ.
You don't have to go to Sydney. You can, MTAQ.
Yep.
They do this sort of thing. So you can put your kids through it. You can, whoever, yourself, your partner, whoever it might be, can go through and do this maintenance course. We just got to do the video. We throw that video out there at some point. That's an extra video. That's not a Tuesday video. That's just a random extra, right?
Yep.
We went along and did the maintenance course at MTAQ just to have a look and see what was involved. We did a couple of courses,
Yep, we did the maintenance and the welding.
a couple of short courses that MTAQ offer, just to see what's involved. And I don't know, are you interested? Is that something you guys want to see? Because Tyler could edit that up and throw that out there for you. So see what's involved. If you call for it, we'll do it. But we've already filmed it, so we're halfway
We'll
there.
release it anyways at some point. We'll release it sooner if the
We did do that. We did that like
ages ago. It's a while ago now.
yeah,
A couple months ago. I got to get to it.
yeah. We'll throw it out there. But it just showed 100,000 people in Sydney have done it. So
Massive.
yeah, and we it was cool doing the course. Actually, the maintenance course was good. Met some people, chatting with some people through the evening. There was some all different people, wasn't it? Like different walks of life, different types of cars.
Yeah.
It was young people just learning to drive and doing the course and learning how to check their own oil and all that sort of stuff. And then there was others that were like just getting into off-roading.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, can you remember?
Yeah, it was just like people wanted to know just the basic maintenance, how to change a tyre if they get a flat tyre and things like that.
Yeah.
Because, not everyone knows how to do that. So
And you got to think, that's right. Not everyone does know how to do that. So,
we have thought about that, Akka.
tell me more. What did I
This
miss?
is, have you guys thought about starting your own car club?
Yeah, we have. There is a few out there, though. I don't know. I don't know if we need all that side of it. We're already upset enough people doing what we do now, let alone not doing something right in a car club. I don't know. Might be too much politics for us. What do you reckon? But yeah, no, it's cool. We'll bring that MTAQ short courses videos out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw them out there and just show what the experience was doing it. I don't think. Did we learn anything from the? We learned a little bit about electric vehicles, actually.
Yeah, the hybrid vehicles and stuff.
Yeah.
What the orange colour means and
What you can touch
means
and what you can't.
don't touch.
Don't touch these things. Yeah.
Mhm.
Unless you want to get electrocuted.
Right. Marv Hoffwheel.
Marv Hoffwheel.
Yeah.
What's that thing? Tell me more about this thing. What's the Marv Hoffwheel?
Marv versus the Hoff. It's just a fun wheel that gets spun up every week. There's no real prize.
There's no real reason.
It just exists.
It just happens.
Yeah.
And we see who wins, Marv or Hoff. Is there like at some point that
Mav.
Well,
It's
Marv,
done.
is there some point that Hoff does
Congratulations,
have to
Marv.
make a manifold out of this, or I don't know how this works.
I don't think there's any real prize at all.
But we do also we do have a quiz,
Mm-hmm. We certainly do.
and we have weeks on weeks we've had. It's like we've just been doing this replay.
Mm-hmm.
What's been going on?
We've
with
had
it?
Steve here every week. Crazy
Yeah.
VN. And,
Yeah, no, it's fine to have someone every week because we've had Scotty S every week.
yeah, he's our champion though.
Because the champion comes back every week.
Yeah.
But then sometimes the contender can come back every week because your bloody random wheel that picks them or algorithm in the computer system that picks them picks the same person for 5 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And it's not the first time
It's
that's
lucky.
happened. Was Johnny Skid Pig, but now Steve's had it. And no offense to Steve, but I did say about time we had someone different. But we've got a bit of competition tonight, actually.
Yep. All right, let's
Have we?
jump in there.
Who have we got? Let's say good day to the guys. That's a bit of laugh.
Good morning or good afternoon, gentlemen.
G'day, mate. Fancy talking
G'day,
to you
boys.
again back
Steve.
here.
It's not Steve.
It's not Steve. So we've got not Steve 1 and not Steve 2.
Yep.
Yep.
Or not Steve and not Johnny. Is that how we refer to it? No.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
We have Scotty S, our carrier over champion. Scotty, how are you? 13 years
Yeah,
anniversary,
I'm all
mate.
right. Yeah, that's the one.
And what are you doing here with us? Hey? Fair dinkum, and you're here with us after all that.
Yeah,
I hope you've...
only briefly. Only briefly.
Well, we
I've
know...
got to be on my best behaviour tonight.
Yeah, you better, because we know what's coming next. But, there's dinner, and have you impressed so far tonight? I hope you have.
Oh, we've been out for dinner, and I think so.
It was good? Was it good dinner?
Yeah, it was actually. It was really good.
Bit of chicken chow mein down the local,
No,
takeaway?
crepes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
fancy.
fancy. French.
Yeah. Oh.
Mate, good to have you on. And well, sort of a regular back to say good day as
Yeah.
well. James.
G'day all.
James, 15 weeks champion previously.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure. 15-week champion, mate. Bailed out on us on the 16th week.
Gotta keep it interesting.
Couldn't get there. We did finally send Lindsay his prize. Hopefully he's
Good
got
on
it.
him.
We finally sent it after selling it 3 times. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We started to get a heap of orders for 3 amp chargers. So sorry, mate. But finally it's on its way, and he should have it by now, I hope. He'll let us know. But you're back again, mate. You're back.
Yep, Nightbot finally picked someone else.
Now, have you been up against Scotty before?
I think once or twice. I think early on.
I think we have. Yep.
Mm,
I think Scott was actually the carryover champion back when James first got on for his 15-week stint.
Oh, no pressure. No pressure. And we already know Scotty's mind's elsewhere. So this is a tough night.
You got your scorecard ready?
I'm ready. I'll let you. I'll just shut up.
Hang on. He might have the scorecard ready, but can he write on it properly to know who's what?
I can't believe they let me have spirits tonight. Wait till next week when I have straight spirits. Woo!
Oh no!
I was like, I'm out. I'm sick next week, Dad. You do it on your own.
Tyler's watching me write these.
Managed to write it down straight. So
I did get it wrong and then fixed it up. You notice that?
Yes, I did notice you put an S on both.
I got there eventually.
All right.
I got this, guys.
All right.
It's all good.
James, your buzzer.
James.
And Scott.
Scott.
Well done. Both correct. We're off to a good start. Question number 1. Bit of a theme tonight with these questions. Bit of a racing theme going on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You haven't.
So there's a bit of a racing theme. Prepping everyone here. There's a bit of a racing theme.
Okay.
All right. Formula One celebrated which milestone in 2020? Was it A, the 2000th Formula One race, B, the 70th anniversary of the first World Championship race, or C, the 100th time a silver car has won the first 5 races of a season? James?
C.
Incorrect.
What did he go with?
He went with C.
He went with,
C.
what was it, 100th time a silver car had won? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, and won the first 5 races.
Scotty.
Scott?
All right, I'll go with B.
That is correct. It was the 70th anniversary of the first World Championship race.
That was a who's our resident Formula One?
Paulie, yeah.
Paulie's out.
Rob's a big fan of Formula One as well. JRM Rob.
Okay.
Question number 2. Why is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway known as the Brickyard? Is it A, the first Indy 500 race was won by Gleason Bartenberger II, owner of a nearby brick factory? B, it was paved with bricks in 1909? Or C, early Indy cars were known as bricks?
James.
James?
B.
That is correct. It indeed was paved with bricks in 1909.
Did you know that one? Was that a guess?
I did kind of know that, but I couldn't remember if it was the whole track or just the start line.
I had no idea. No idea.
No
Maybe Rat
idea.
Fink might have done that one.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Question number 3. This year, which former Formula One world champion returned to drive for Alpine F1 team? Was it A, Fernando Alonso, B, Jenson Button, or C, Jacques Villeneuve? James?
B.
It was not Jenson Button.
Scott.
Scott?
Jacques Villeneuve or whatever his name is.
It was not.
C.
It was not that one either.
No.
It was Fernando Alonso.
Oh, points go banging. I was just hoping that we could make Tyler say that again. What was C, Tyler?
Jacques Villeneuve. I don't know.
Sorry, just once more.
Jacques Villeneuve. Yep.
No, you had it. No, how'd you do it the first time? You had it pretty spot on.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it anymore. I've just lost all confidence in saying that
Have
name.
a Scotch, Tyler.
1.
Still 1-1, guys. Still 1-1.
Question number 4. The 2020 Formula E Championship concluded with 6 rounds at which venue? Was it A, London Docklands, UK, B, Monza, Italy, or C, Tempelhof Airport, Germany? James?
C.
That's correct.
Oh.
It was in Germany.
I had no idea.
Question number 5. Which manufacturer won the 2020 Le Mans 24 Hours? Was it A, Audi, B, Toyota, or C, Porsche?
Tyler.
Yep.
Just go that again because Scotty dropped out, mate.
Yeah,
Scott,
I did hear something in the background, but I didn't quite hear.
All right, well let's give it another go.
Well,
Which?
There we go. I'm here.
All right, I'll read this one again
I'm
for
back.
you. Which manufacturer won the 2020 Le Mans 24 Hours? Was it A, Audi, B, Toyota, or C, Porsche?
James.
James?
C.
Incorrect. Scott?
Ooh, I'll go with B.
It indeed was Toyota.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is too old.
I'm guessing I missed the whole question. What was the Formula E one? I missed the whole question.
The 2020
What was the answer to that?
Formula E Championship concluded with 6 rounds at which venue? London Docklands, Monza, Italy, or Tempelhof Airport? It was Tempelhof Airport.
Oh, there you go. I wouldn't have known it anyway.
All right, neither did I.
Well, you were just like, we weren't even there. That's all right. We got 2 all.
I wasn't just silent, deathly silent in the background. I just dropped out.
Well, we're on 2 all, right? We're on 2 all. This is even money
Sounds
still.
good.
Even money.
Question number 6. What was the Racing Point Formula 1 team rebranded to this year? Was it A, Aston Martin Racing, B, Force Canada Racing, or C, Red Bull Juniors?
James.
James?
A.
That's correct. It was Aston Martin Racing.
Still with us, Scotty? Just checking.
Yeah, I'm still here. That one I was silent on.
Question number 7. What vehicle did Dave mention he was going to fry the tyres off of on the burnout pad?
Scott,
James.
Scott?
the tractor at the caravan park.
That is correct.
Oh, yeah, I did. 3 all.
And we're
Question,
still waiting, Dave. And we're still waiting.
question number 8. What was the cubes of the motor in Scott's VE?
James.
James?
502 RHS big block from the US of A.
That is correct. Question number 9. What was special about Bungie's Monaro?
James.
Scott.
Oh, that's a hard one. They both came up at the same time. I'll go with Scott. I think that's what I heard first because that's a hard one. They both lights came on at the same time, but I think I heard Scott first.
It's an HG GTS Bathurst special, and it never raced.
That is correct.
4 all.
Question number 10 comes down to the wire. How many miles did Bungie have on the Monaro? Scott.
He bought it with 14,000, and he put 20. It had 20 on it at the moment.
That is correct.
Very good, Scotty.
Well
Very
done.
good.
5 to 4. Well done. Well done. I didn't.
Down to the wire.
I spoke to Bungie and I still had no idea. I knew it was 20 years.
Hey, it was all Holden stuff. I was waiting for the burnout questions like, what was the only underperformer that you showed? A Ford.
That was Tyler's edit. I don't know what he did there.
I was very Holden biased and Ute biased,
That's usually me, but I don't know. Tyler
which
did
I
that
liked. There was no problem with that.
So true.
I did look at the 33 we filmed. I did nearly put that one in.
Oh, yeah. How did you not put the 33 in, Tyler?
I'm just hoping that we get 300 likes on the video. And
Well, I don't think we've only just got 300 views.
I know.
We don't know what's happened with our views for the last 2 weeks, but nobody wants Rocky Nats after week 1. We got good views in day 1 of Rocky Nats. Day 2, day 3, it was. I think it's just all our regulars.
They don't know what they're missing out on.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The
Like,
views
this is
tanked.
where they need to be. The quiz is where they need to be, people.
They do. They do need to be here. That was a great one, actually. 5 to 4. Scott just coming home there by skin of your teeth.
Oh,
Mate.
well, that's the best way to
skin
do
of my
it.
teeth. It is.
Well done, guys. That was great fun. Great match. Well done, says Johnny. Well done, Scott. A few congrats. Excellent. And Marv says he heard Scott by 1/10 of a second. So I think Tyler's made the right call there on that one. Well done, guys. Well done. Great fun. Another week.
We're only here for some
another
fun,
quiz.
aren't we? Like, come on,
Of
we're
course
not
we
playing
are.
for sheep stations.
Oh, hell yes, we are.
No.
No.
except the SBI 3s. I understand that.
Marv put that up. So,
Well, there is a shirt if you get 8 weeks.
yeah.
And the sticker. Don't forget the sticker, which you still need one, Tyler. You need one.
He doesn't have one yet.
No, I still don't have one.
I was going to say I don't have a window banner, but I do have like a few of them sitting on the bench that I probably could just take one.
Yeah.
They look like that. A few people got some
Oh,
window
they're
window banners this week. So
Yes, and I must put my order in too, Dave.
yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Paige makes these window banners.
Very nice.
So she's done some good work to come up with those for us. So
Gotta look magnificent.
thanks, Paige. So
Yep, definitely. How did you go with the your drawing the other day, Dave? Did you ever finish that from last night?
no, I haven't even touched it again yet.
Oh man, that looks fantastic.
The
Well
HQ.
done.
Yep.
I've got to be. It's only a weekend thing that I can get time to sit down and draw. And as you know, my weekends actually end up fairly busy quite often. So I've actually been working on that drawing for, I don't know, how long has it been, Tyler?
It's a few weeks now.
There's a good month in that.
Yeah. Marv says you're playing for getting tyres melted in the Crostita.
Yes.
That's 16 weeks.
Is it's still a thing? It's still a thing. There you go.
That's good then.
There you go. It's still
We'll
a
be back
thing.
next week because I've already entered.
He's already on it.
You're the only one entered at the moment, so you could be.
But yeah, no, I am working on a drawing, and the guys know about that because they're in the members channel over on Discord. So
Yeah.
there's all sorts of stuff we share in there. But there's some videos coming up for our members only videos too, Tyler, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
The
drop
members will get the burnouts video before we get 300 likes.
I don't think we're getting 300 likes, so the
Well,
members get the video.
The members
nobody
get
else does.
members get the video, and then if the 300 likes ever ticks over, then that video will become a public video.
Yep. There you go.
Well, then people
share
need to
it
go
out
back to
there.
that video and smash the shit out of the like button.
Share it out there. If you're not in the members and you want to see it, then you need to share it out there and get the likes. So, well done. We'll see you back next week, Scotty. But we better let you go because you got anniversary duties, mate. So, keep wowing the wife. You make her a cup of tea.
Home alone, so yeah, we've got to make the most of it.
Cup of tea, foot rub, coming next.
That's
I'll
it.
just go straight to bed and pass out.
That's on the cards too.
Just the usual. Better than like
Yeah, that's it.
Good on you guys.
Yes, a nice alone. Off to bed, sleep. Night, dear.
Start snoring. That'll be me. Excellent, guys. Thank you. Thank you
right.
very much for
Thank
both
you.
coming along. Great night tonight. That was a lot of fun. And good
It
laugh.
always is a pleasure, guys. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you very much, guys. And we'll see you back
See you
next week,
next
Scotty.
week.
Maybe you, James. We'll see how you go.
Never know. These all in the Overtaking Lane, guys.
All right.
See you
Thanks,
later.
guys. We'll throw you guys back to chat and we'll talk what's on. Or Tyler will probably tell me what's on.
Yeah.
Is how it normally
usual.
goes. What's on this weekend, Tyler? Tell me.
Let's have a look. Power Cruise is on this weekend. Power Cruise one-day power play,
We did
number
mention it,
39.
didn't
That's on from 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. on Saturday, Queensland Raceway.
That's going to be great.
Cars and Coffee at Baringa, 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. At
That's Sunday.
Iconic American Imports, that's on Saturday, yeah. Cars and Coffee Gold Coast is on at 238 Mudgeeraba Road in Mudgeeraba, 7:30 a.m. till 10:30 a.m. Car Show and Hobby Show.
Must be somewhere down around where you broke down the other day.
Yep, probably. Pretty much is, yep. Car Show and Hobby Show
Where's
is
that?
on from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. at East Kurrajong.
Okay, that's where
At
that's
the
at.
East
I still don't
Kurrajong
know where that is.
East Kurrajong School of Arts and Magic Metal Motoring Club.
Where is that?
Stanley Park in East Kurrajong.
Yeah, I don't know
Sorry,
where
I was
East
just-
Kurrajong is. Is that spelled with a C or a K?
Okay, that is in New New South Wales. It's northwest Sydney.
Okay, good stuff. Good on you, Dave, for putting that in the calendar. About time you got some stuff that's outside of Brisbane.
The Laidley Charity Show and Shine, Laidley Showgrounds, 2:30 p.m. till 6:30 p.m.
Oh, yeah. Halfway between Brizzy and Toowoomba.
Mm-hmm. Canungra Hinterland Feast Night Market, Classic Cars Bar, live music and food trucks is on at the Variety Park Hall, 3 p.m. till 8 p.m. Show Your Dirt is on from 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. at the Caboolture Showgrounds.
Caboolture.
That's
Carbo.
the biggest public 4x4 show and shine event for four-wheel drives.
Biggest. Up at Carbo. There you go.
Ripley Cruise Night is on the Ripley Town Centre, 4 p.m. till 9 p.m.
Yep.
Cars and Coffee at Link Drive, Yatla, 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. at On The Run Cafe.
It's a big in.
Fine Iron Hot Rod and Classic Car and Bike Show and Swap Meet.
Oh, now that's a good one.
It's on
Fine
at
Iron.
Ebb
You know the
Vale.
guys from Fine Iron.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's on at the Ebb Vale Memorial Park, 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. on Sunday.
Troy Lawrence has been a long time watcher as well. He's got his car on show. He's just had all the airbrushing done. And remember this tribute to his dad, that one, CMF. Pity we won't be there to be able to see that. Fine on. I've been wanting to get to for a while. Spoke to all the guys from there at the Brisbane Hot Rod Show about a year ago.
The Brisbane Truck Show is on as well. Johnny says Brisbane Exhibition Centre, South Bank, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday as well, Cars and Coffee at Breakfast Rouse Hill, Classic Cars and Coffee Rouse Hill, 6:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. Casino Drags is on this Sunday, 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. Light Street Casino.
That'd be another one worth going. I think Mick Apps is here. I saw Terry in the chat earlier. I think Terry might be heading to that one. I think Beth and Terry.
Yep.
A few of the others. Yeah, definitely be a good one to go to.
All Jap Cars and Coffee, Take 2, 62 Crockford Street in Banyo, 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. Usually a very big Jap meet there at Kitchen 8. Good one to check out. Coffee and Cars in Terranora, the Pavilions Marketplace, 10 a.m. till 1 p.m.
All Commodore Day Sunday is on at Dandenong in Victoria. Thanks, Paul Simons.
And that's all the events we've got on the website. Brennan South says, Think Casino has been canned.
Oh, has it?
Maybe the weather.
Oh, I didn't see that. Anything on that. Damn. We'll have to check that out. Because, I haven't seen any posts.
I do have the Integra.
What are you doing with the Integra?
The Jap Day.
Oh, you could still take that up. Yeah, true. True.
Yeah, it says event cancelled on the Casino Drags.
Oh, bummer.
On there.
Okay. Well, I still want to go down to the Casino Drags and check that out. So I was busy and I couldn't get there this weekend. Anyway,
that's all right, Dave Ray. I'm glad that they're okay.
Oh. Mate, I hope he's all good. Okay. Yeah, bugger.
Southie says grounds are too wet. There you go.
Yeah, a lot of storms come through this week. Caught us out. That's definitely. Good Cruiser Pub at Pratton has reopened. It is. Pratton, that's
See you, Stephen.
out near Warwick, isn't it? Pratton? Warwick, Leeburn, Pratton. Out that way, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. What else we got? There's a show and shine at Heavy Haulage Assets grand opening in Robina. There you go.
There you go. Johnny's onto the events.
Good on you, Johnny. Thanks, mate. Tyler's wrapping us up. He's got the music playing. It is 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
We're like right on time.
It's very cold also.
Yeah.
It wasn't so bad earlier, but now it's getting really
I'm
cold.
okay in my Kenda jumper. Hey?
I've been getting the leg shake on, trying to warm up.
There's a whole bloody crater of Overtaking Lane hoodies over there.
Yeah, I could have brought my own though.
Yeah, because, they're for other people.
Mm-hmm.
OTL hoodies.
They are very warm.
Bloody
when
warm.
you remember to wear it.
Yes. You stole mine last week, didn't you, on the show?
Yeah, but I gave it back to you before I left.
Yeah, OTL hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
It's good weather for an OTL hoodie.
It certainly is.
Product placement. Dave's back again. Don't forget to get over to the website. Grab yourself an OTL hoodie. Check out all their merch, all the new bits and pieces. Stubby holders. I don't know. Window banners.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Schumacher.
Binder. Anything to try and support the show and keep us ticking over, and we'll buy that new camera soon. We need about another $1,000.
Yeah.
So we're about halfway there. So keep on it, guys. You're making it happen for us, or for you, however you want to look at it. And
cheers, Leo.
Keep on.
Have a go.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
First time virgin to the show. Thanks for watching.
Mate, thank you. You're in the comments and big part of the show tonight. We really appreciate it. So it's excellent. And I don't know how many people are still here with us that stuck out to the end, but we do appreciate it. We appreciate everyone that watches. If you can, please hit the thumbs up for us. It does go a long way. If you can leave a comment in our videos, that helps as well. Just helps the old YouTube algorithms. The videos of the last couple of weeks have dropped off on the views for us, but we're trying to get it out there. We want to make it. We put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
We do a lot of our time goes into the videos, and as long as people are watching, we're keen to keep doing it. So
JRM Rob's still here.
Excellent. 12 degrees. There you go. It is, Tyler. And you're sitting in a t-shirt and shorts in a tin shed, mate.
Yeah, that's a bit cool.
Hey? And who would be going to Toowoomba on the weekend? I'm going to freeze.
Yep.
12 degrees on the Gold Coast. What's it going to be in Toowoomba?
I think I feel like I saw Johnny Skidpig either say 3 degrees or negative 3 degrees.
Oh, no. What's the worst? We lived up there, and just around the corner from the Bull and Barley.
Negative degrees.
We had
times. There is photos of my Mirage with
covered in ice. The worst we ever had was -9. And that's bloody cold for us Queenslanders.
Ardiz says it's 5 degrees out here at Pratton.
Wow, that's what I got to look forward to on the weekend out at Cambodia at the Bull and Barley. I'll be up. I'll just get pissed. It'll be okay. I'll just pass out. It's all good. Sally carrying me home at the end of it. Stephen, always with you, cuz. Thanks. Thanks, Steve. Happy birthday, Karen. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And I guess we'll just... Prediction, 2 degrees in the next 3 days, says Johnny. I might even visit Pittsworth. I'm trying maybe get out to Pittsworth on Saturday and say good day to my brother who lives out there, Johnny. There's some family good days.
Pretty good weather for Anthony's car out there on the weekend then, Rob.
Yeah, definitely. Turbo will be on song. Ooh. Hey?
All right.
Go on.
Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. Love you guys.
See you in the next one.
Cheers. Stay in that right lane.